How pleased are you with the summer that the team's had? I mean, you must be wrapped, I'd imagine.
Yeah. I guess looking back from the T20 series against New Zealand in September, I think it was, to think about how it's all panned out is pretty incredible, really, with a big World Cup win in the middle of that, I guess. And it's been really busy, and it's taken a lot of effort to get through. But when you look back at the results, I guess it's been a pretty satisfying summer and something we'll look back on and be really proud of.
Tired?
Yeah, I think everyone's ready for a break. We were really keen today to make sure that we finished off on a really good note because we didn't want to head into our break with the last game being a loss. So it's nice to be able to tick that off. And there's a few exhausted players in there at the moment, and coaching staff. To be honest, they've really put in a lot of effort to help us to be able to do the job that we do. So as a collective, I think we're all ready for a few days off.
Given the next period for the team, once you do start playing again, it's going to be even longer and busier. Do you think this has been a good test of how you can handle those schedules moving forward? Absolutely. Next year is probably busier than what this year was, so we're going to have to get used to it. And I think generally everyone's coped pretty well with the demands that we've been put under. That's I guess the way international cricket's going now. There's so much more cricket, which is really exciting, and we want to be a part of it. So I guess moving forward, it's just about managing, ourselves and working with the coaching staff as well to try and get the best out of ourselves. But that's why we put in all the hard work in the pre-season, I guess, to make sure we're ready to go to be able to compete for long periods. And I think we've shown this summer that we're up to it, and we're going to have to do that again next summer.
Obviously, you've had the World T20 recently and a lot of big matches, but does the Ashes still feel like a really big one for the team?
Absolutely, an Ashes series is always something you look forward to, especially in a away one, to compete in that and to win an Ashes series in their home conditions is really tough to do, and it's something you always want to tick off. So we'll have our break now, but we know when we come back we're going to have to keep improving our game and keep moving forward, because if we don't do that, then we won't continue to be successful. So I guess, once we do get through the break, which is really something we're looking forward to, we'll be honing in on that Ashes series against a good England team. Will be hard to beat at home.
Do you feel that it was a pretty even performance particularly from your bowlers, just the performances across the games, that there was a pretty even spread there?
Yeah, I think with both bat and ball, to be honest. We saw in the chase today, we had sort of four players get pretty close to 50, and I guess you'd love someone to make a big score, but if that's not going to happen, then you want even contributors. So I think our bowling unit throughout the whole summer has shown really good variety, and different people have been able to step up at different times, and they've been younger players as well, which has probably been the most pleasing thing is we've been able to bring some new players into our squad, and they fitted in seamlessly and really looked comfortable at this level. So we feel like our squad's in a good spot to keep getting better, and we're not relying on one or two people now, which I think is a real strength of ours.
Knowing you have a test match coming up, ahead of that, do you need to, I know it's months away, but do the bowlers need to monitor their loads and that sort of thing? Do they need to start preparing for test match sort of loads?
Yeah, I guess the good thing is that Ashes series is the first tour we go on, so we can sort of specialise our training to what we need to do. We've got some senior bowlers who have sort of got their training behind them, I guess, and won't need to change too much. But I guess, especially the younger players, it's something that we'll look at, and I'm sure the medical staff and coaching staff are all over that, and we'll make sure that, hopefully we've got a big group of players to pick from, especially in the bowling department. We've got some exciting players coming through, and hopefully by the time we do get to that test match set, we've got, a few to pick from, and it's a difficult selection.
Do you think the dominance of Australia over the last 5-6 months is a sign of all the work that's gone into making you guys a professional team and the domestic setup? It seems like you guys have taken a few strides ahead of New Zealand, who have traditionally been a very close competitor. Yeah, look, I think we are starting to see the real impact of professional training and the fact that we are able to do that full time, I think makes a big difference. And initially it probably didn't seem like it, the gap was there. But I guess now having
having been so successful throughout this summer, I think it's shown that we've just been able to continue to play really good cricket consistently, and that's probably difficult to do if you're not doing it full time. So, yeah, hopefully, other countries around the world can continue to improve their programs and give people more opportunities. New Zealand are very competitive, and we love playing against them. So, hopefully down the track, we can see some really good series coming up as well.
How do you spend your time off? What comes up for you now?
I'm trying to avoid airports and hotels as much as I can. It'll be pretty quiet, to be honest. I feel like I haven't been home much, so I'm just looking forward to spending a little bit of time at home and not having a schedule to stick to. And I'll spend a few days away here and there. But yeah, it's just about spending some time in one spot and catching up with a few people who you don't get the time to, I guess, when you're really busy. So yeah, just looking forward to some downtime and relaxing, knowing that we've had a really successful summer, which certainly helps.